Hello everyone, it's Louise here from Crazy Borgies. I hope you're all well and fine on this beautiful day. It is Sunday the 19th of March here, and it is actually Mother's Day here in the UK. So happy Mother's Day to everyone. Today we are going to be working on Mr. Spongebob Squarepants. And this one, as I said last week, was gifted to me by Biggest Craft, and it was $8.99 on their website, and I will link it in the video description down below. I do apologise for the lighting. I have got a bit of a shadow. Unfortunately, I'm having to film this upstairs in my bedroom because the kiddies are at home, and yeah, that's all I need to say, I think. The kiddies are at home making lots and lots of noise downstairs because it was actually my other child's, my other daughter. It was her birthday yesterday. Her birthday's the day after mine. So it's a bit of a chaos because we have Lucita's birthday at the beginning of March on the 8th. And then it's my birthday on the 17th. And then Natalia's birthday on the 18th. And then Mother's Day today. So March is very, very busy month for me. Anyway, if you are new to my channel and you haven't done so already, if you could just consider subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting down below, following me on TikTok and Instagram on Crazy Borgies Diamond Art, and hit the little notification bell, which is somewhere along the bottom of your screen around this sort of area, and it will notify you of my future video uploads. So we're going to be doing Flosstube today. So Flosstube is a term used in the cross stitch community that basically is, floss is what we call the threads of the cross stitch kits. So that's why we call it Flosstube. So I'm going to get my scissors and my wax. And I've got my needle threader on some floss around my neck like so. Okay. Now I'm going to do, let me get it off my neck because I'm going to do a tutorial of how to thread the needle, because I know I have got some new beginners to cross stitch. I'm not by no means an advanced cross stitcher. I'm still pretty much a beginner myself. I've only been cross stitching about a year now. But Michelle Goodman commented on one of my videos saying that she's new to cross stitch and she doesn't know how to use a needle threader. So I thought I would do a little tutorial. Now there are several needle threaders that you can get. There's another one. Also, I can't find it. I'm looking through my cross stitch kit. Here it is. Right, it says that one. And there's also this one as well. That one. Okay. So I'll show you how to use both, Michelle. So then you've got the option. So this is the one that I prefer. Okay. And all I do is I've put it on a bit of floss and put a knot on the end and put it around my neck because I'm always losing my needle threaders. So there's this one that I prefer using. And then there's these, which you can bulk buy on Amazon as well, although I've just noticed there is a little hole there, so you could do the same, put your floss through and make it a necklace so you don't lose it as well. So I'm going to show you how to thread your needle with both of them today. Okay, so let me just get the floss ready and I'll be back in 1 second, so just hold on. Right. So for the beginners on my channel, I'm going to do this for you guys. So in one thread on the floss, is it focusing? In one thread, it has 6 strands wrapped around each other. Okay. So for an 11 count, which is what this project is, you would only pull out half, so 3. But I would only pull out one at a time, guys, because if you pull out more than one, oh my gosh, you can get into a terrible knot. So I've pulled out 1, 2, and then 3. It doesn't take a lot for it to get tangled up, trust me. So the best bet is to just go nice and slow with this process. Okay, so I'll just put my other 3 threads over there, and then get all your 3 threads. There's 2. Is it focusing? 2, yeah. And then the third one. You may be able to hear Rio squawking downstairs, because when I'm talking and she can hear me, she's like, "Mummy, come back, Mummy." She's got real bad separation anxiety, that parrot, I tell you. I really didn't know quite how clingy parrots can get to their owners. Right, so there's my 3 threads, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. And now we will wax the thread, because that helps also with knots. So I'm just going to put it through, and there, and pull it through like so. See, like that. I'm only doing it once because I was doing it twice and it was just making the thread really hard. But there we go. So now we're going to do the needle threader. I think I'll try this, but I'll show you this technique first with this one. So what we would do is put our needle on first, like so. Okay, push it down to the end, and then we would put our floss through the 2 wires. This one is quite fiddly, that's why I didn't really get on that well with this, because it can be a right fiddle bum. Okay, come on, come out, come out, come out, come out. There we go. So now we've threaded the needle, the floss, in between the 2 wires. You see, it's gonna focus. Are you gonna focus for me? There, you see it? So it's on there, and then simply all you do is push it through your needle eye and it'll bring it through. Okay, well, it should. There we go. I'm going to do that again, Michelle, because I feel like there. I feel like that one could have been, there it is. So it's through. All 3 threads are through the hole or the eye of the needle. Okay, but I'm going to show you one more time. Okay, so so push it right to the end, get your floss, put it through the wire bits, and then like so, push it, pull it through, and that's it. And then just put that to one side, and there you go. Your needle is threaded and you're good to go. Okay, I feel like my picture quality is really bad this morning, so I do apologise. Right, so that's the first needle threader. So the second one I'm going to show you now. It's my favourite one, this one. This is why I just got fed up with that other technique. So with this one you have little loops at each end here. Sorry, it's gone tangled up on itself. So I like to use this side. So you just push it through the eye of the needle and balance it like so. Okay, now you put the floss in the hook section like that. Okay, and then you push your needle through the eye of the hole, the eye of the needle with the floss, and there you go. It's as simple as that. That's why I like this one, because it's a lot simpler. I'll do it one more time for you, Michelle. Okay, so we get this section, these two, and we push it through the eye of the needle like so. We get our floss, we put it in the hook part, and then we push the hook part along with the floss, we pull it through the eye of the needle, and that's all there is to it. And it's a lot more easier, I find. And as I said, I have this around my neck so that I don't lose it, because you can lose them quite easily as they're quite small objects, or if you misplace things as much as what I do. Okay, right, let's get stitching. So I'm gonna be working on Mr. Spongebob Squarepants' design here of his friends, him and his friends. So I'm working on Mr. Crab at the moment, and I've done some of this red section. I've done some of his trousers, some of the sand, and some of the white, the blue sea. Okay, but now I'm working on his trousers still. So we are working on number 9 here, which is DMC 799. Okay, so let's get stitching. I haven't bought my crafting light yet. I'm going to buy that this week, I've decided. There we go. I will be cutting these towels off as well when I get a moment, because they do annoy me. Do you know, before I start going down here, I'm going to go up there to do some of them up there. So yes, we've had a very, very, very busy past few days, or busy month even, in my house. March is always a busy time. And my uncle, who passed in May, he actually came over to England. He actually came here on St. Patrick's Day. So he always used to go out for a little St. Patrick's Day drink. So I did have a little cry thinking about him, because he would always say, you know, it's not just your birthday, no. He would always say to me, it's also the day, the anniversary of when I came over here. Bless him. So I really missed him this year, because he would always turn up on my birthday and he'd buy me a big box of chocolates. I really miss him a lot, actually. And I think it's like anything, the first birthdays, the first Christmases. It's all really difficult, isn't it? I think it does get slightly easier as the years go on, but it was particularly hard, and I'm not looking forward to Easter because that was the time when he was rushed in to hospital. It was actually Easter Sunday, I think, so yeah. There we go. We'll come back on ourselves now. That parrot. She drives me insane, guys. Yesterday I was trying to put some clothes away and she would just not leave me alone. I had her out of the cage and she was just like going from room to room looking for me. It's just like really annoying after a while. Now she's started doing this thing with her wings. Whenever I go out of the room, she starts, well, whenever I'm getting ready to go out of the house even, it's like she can hear, she can sense it. And she starts doing this thing with her wings where she shakes them. My daughter's like, yeah, you know, why is she doing that wing thing again, Mum? I was like, I don't know. You know, I don't want to get to a point with her though where I have to take her everywhere with me, because, you know, it'll be a bit much for me having to carry a parrot. Having to watch out for a parrot all the time. Bad enough having children, isn't it, where you've got to take them with you everywhere, let alone a parrot as well. There we go. So if you watch my floss tubes, you'll see that I do actually change the way that I do stitch. I wouldn't say I particularly stitch in the same way every day, because I really don't. It just depends how I'm feeling on that day, really. So I've gone through that thread, that last thread there. Yeah, so I'm always changing how I stitch. Sometimes I literally do just go single stitching. When I'm tired, that's how I go, because I know that I'm more likely to make mistakes when I'm tired. So yeah, we've got toys all over the living room at the moment, driving me insane. But this year I was really pleased with her, because it's the first year that she's actually shown an interest really in unwrapping toys, because usually, unless they're actually out of the box, she's not interested. So I feel like she's really made a large development jump all of a sudden. Even with her eating, it's improved drastically from what it was last year. Okay, so I'm going to go back down here. So I want to do as much of this section as possible. I should have really done red with yourself, shouldn't I? I don't know why I felt the need to do. I'm on the floor, guys, so if I sound like I'm uncomfortable, it's because I blinking well am. Oh, There we go. Yeah, so I'm getting pins and needles in my foot now, actually. I might try to see if I can film this on my bed. Come on, there we go. So, hang on a second there. That's better. I was getting pins and needles, it's not good. Fingers aren't working properly today, guys. They're really not. I think I'm going to just have to take it easy today. I was going to try and go to church this evening. I will try, but you know, I feel absolutely exhausted. I need to get some blood work done, see what's going on. So thank you so much for all your videos on our sea life adventure the other week. Oh gosh, that was great fun, that was. But we got stuck in so much traffic on the way home. It was, oh, I took a wrong turn, or I missed the turning, didn't I? And ended up going towards central London through East London, and that's not where we live, obviously. So I missed the M25 turning, so I had to come a long route home, basically. So, and then my phone ran out of data, so I couldn't use the sat nav on my phone. So I had to phone my eldest, who directed me through Google Maps on the computer, and she was telling me which way to go. It's a nightmare. I mean, luckily I didn't go too far out of my route, you know, but I was like, oh, I get too distracted, really. This is a dark blue, really, isn't it? There's lots of blues in this stitch along. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna zoom you out, because then I'll be able to edit it a bit more closer. There. Also, I'm not getting many emails for my monthly giveaway, guys, so I think I'm gonna have to do a video on that to say specifically what I'd like you to do to get your monthly giveaway, to get your entry in for your monthly giveaway. And it's really not that difficult. All it is just sending a finished project of diamond painting to borglouise@aol.com, and then that way I'll be able, just one picture, and it could be a special shape, it could be a bubble round, it could be any of those, and then I'll be able to put your name down in my monthly giveaway. Okay. Forgetting where I'm going over here now. There. It was very busy at that sea life place, you know. I think everybody had the same sort of idea of, because most of the schools were striking, so it just seemed like the perfect opportunity to go there. Plus the parking is really good as well. So yeah, go up here now. I've had enough of chocolate cake though this weekend, I tell you. We've had so much chocolate cake. It's actually made me feel really sick. Just checking that I'm still on camera here, in frame even. So there is that section done now, and then we can go back down here. I'm not going to bother to cast off, I'm just going to hop on down over here. To this area. So I hope you're all well and having a beautiful weekend. It's quite miserable here in the UK. Weather's a bit undecided about what it's doing. It rained a lot yesterday. Come on, there we go. That parrot is so annoying, guys, I'm not going to lie. If I go quiet, guys, it's not that I've forgotten that you're there, it's just that I'm concentrating. It does happen occasionally. Very rarely, but it does. That's my daughter demanding a walk. Oh gosh, she's followed me up here, guys. She just won't leave me alone at the moment. I don't know what is going on with her. She's gone from hating me to being my stalker. It's almost like the penny's dropped in her mind that I'm actually her mum now. She's become really loving all of a sudden as well. There. Okay. So you may hear some background noise. Once again, that is my little girl who is severely autistic. And she does make some vocal noises. They can sound a bit funny, but she is trying, bless her. I wish I'd have chosen red now for this stitch along, but never mind. I might change floss at the end of this and do a little bit of red for you. She's got a Kindle going. So to any beginner cross stitchers out there, I would just say, you know, slow and steady, you know, don't overwhelm yourself with it. Because cross stitch is a very, very slow process. So just go at your own pace, really. And try different techniques of stitching as well, because what works for one person may not necessarily work for the next person either. There. Okay. It's not always about how fast you can get a project finished. It's about enjoying the process. I took some fantastic footage of the stingrays, you know, when we went to that sea life place, but I don't know what happened. I think it must have deleted the footage, because you know when you look at a stingray from underneath, they have really funny faces, don't they? And I was really disappointed that it just disappeared, the footage. But never mind, such is life. Where is this needle? He's playing me around behind there. Yeah, but such is life. I must admit, by the time my daughter's birthday, my last daughter, by the time she comes, her birthday comes around, I'm kind of like, I'm all out birthday. Now, I've had enough. I've had enough of the birthdays. My daughter got me something really nice, so I'm going to show you when I do my my next thing, my next video. It's a lovely memory book of my my lovely princess. Made me cry, it really did. Bless her. So it's right from when she was a puppy, when we her first day when we got her. It's lovely actually. It did make me go a bit emotional. It's hard to believe how small she was, you know. Mind you, she was, I find with most doggies and animals in general, when you get them from babies, they never lose that baby sort of spirit, do they? Because they just sort of always think that they're still a baby. Because right up until the day she died, she still was pretty much acted the same as when she was a puppy, to be honest with her. She never lost that puppy spirit, you know, bless her. And everyone's on at me to get another puppy, but get another dog, I just not there yet. Not at that point, because I think it's not her, you know. So I'd have, and it's a lot of work having a puppy as well, a lot of hard work. They wreck the house. It's just like having another baby, isn't it? And I just don't think I've got that type of energy or patience for a puppy. I was thinking of maybe getting like an autism assistant dog, you know, because you can get them here in the UK. I'm sure you can in USA and other places around the world as well. So I was thinking that might be a better alternative, because that way it's already been toilet trained, it's out of the teething age, you know, because most of the time you don't get the dog until they're about 18 months, 2 years old, and then you'll get the dog. I keep going out of shot here, don't I? So she's playing with some balloons now, guys, so you will hear some noise, some bouncing noise. She loves her balloons, bless her. She just wants, no matter what room I'm in, she just wants to be with me all the time now. Which is strange, you know, because she never used to be like that. Up until like a couple of months ago, and then it changed. You know, because up until like a few months ago, she wanted to be on her own pretty much most of the time. So I was kind of like, well, what's going on? Is there something wrong? Or, you know. But I guess she's just growing up, isn't she? Although last night she ate so much, she was nearly vomiting. She went a real funny colour and she looked at me and I was like, are you okay? I just knew that she was going to be sick if I didn't get her to stop, because she tends to, when she eats, she just shoves it all down as much as possible, and then obviously feels sick. She nearly did, she was nearly sick, but because she kept drinking lots of water, she drank as well. I was like, you're going to be sick. Got her to the toilet, but she actually wasn't sick, so that was good. She sort of coughed a bit as if she was going to be sick, but she wasn't sick. What she's watching on. She watches all these strange animal things on YouTube, and she's watching doggy things as well, which tells me that she's obviously missing our dog. She had quite a nice relationship with Princess, actually. They used to play together in the garden, and when Natalia was out there in the summer, the dog would go and sit out there just to keep an eye on her. She was very protective over the kids, especially Natalia, because I think she could sense that she was a bit more vulnerable. You know, I think... Tay-Tay, shh. I think dogs can sense it. I think they can sense when a child is... Well, you know, they're not stupid, are they? They say their dog's their man's best friend, so... Just want to get to the end of this blue, and then I'm gonna switch to a bit of the red for you. Right, I'm back here now with this gorgeous reddish sort of colour now. This one is number 19, which is DMC 3705. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, it's a really nice shade of a pinkish reddish sort of colour. So I thought I'd do a couple of stitches with you here while it's quiet in my room before they come in. It's getting near lunchtime, so the troops are getting hungry. Whoops, what is that? That's one of the tails that has come through from behind. I'll just use my nail to get it through the back again. There we go. And it's come through again. This is why it's important to trim your tails, guys, because otherwise they try to come through. There. There we go. Keep going out of shot. I know it's difficult here. There we go, and then we're going to turn around. We're going to come back on ourselves here like so. So this is a good stitching technique if you have some colour blocked areas, which is quite a bit of in this Ada cloth actually. I'm not going to lie, it's quite a lot. I just wanted to show you this beautiful colour. I love working with the bright colours more than the dark, really. Go, there's one row done, and now we go over here. Whoops, throwing my needle around. Come on. There. Just move the tail out the way there. Oops, there we go. Oops, hang on. I'm all over the shop here, I tell you. Down. Come on. Happy St. Patrick's Day for Friday for all my my lovely Irish people that tune into my channel also. I hope you all had a blessed, wonderful day. I think they have a parade in central London as well. Thank you also to Sweet Tea for sending me her lovely email as well, for wishing me happy birthday, and Michelle for sending me a lovely e-card for my birthday. It's lovely. Really cheered me up, because you know sometimes can get a bit meh on a birthday, can't you? Another year older and all the rest of it. But, oh God, we've got a knot here. Got a knot? Yeah, we've got a knot. Come on. What's it doing now? Is it there? Yeah, it is. Right. There, it's disappeared. Yeah, sometimes you can get a bit melancholy, you know, when it's your birthday. There we go, guys. Right, I'm going to stop filming here now because I've got to get on and do some lunch for the kiddies. But thank you so much for joining me today. And what do you think of Mr. Krabs? He's slowly taking shape, isn't he? So it's important to remember that once this gets washed at the end, when you've completed all the stitching, all this stamp will just magically disappear. And there is a video on my channel that you can watch as well of how you get rid of your stamp from your Aida cloth after you've completed it. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today, and please like, subscribe, share, comment down below, follow me on TikTok and Instagram on Crazy Borgie's Diamond Art, and hit the little notification bell which will notify you of my future video uploads. And this week I have some great unboxings coming to you as well. I might have a couple of cross stitch unboxings coming as well, depending on when I receive the PR packages. Let me see, I've got a couple of diamond painting unboxings to do as well. So we're going to have quite a lot of unboxings on the channel this week. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me today, and have a blessed, wonderful remainder of your weekend. Take care, guys. Bye for now. Bye. God bless. Bye.